Saturdays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, the Prime Minister remains in isolation after being in contact with a COVID-19 positive person. The Senate debates the Revenue Authority Bill 2021. The Financial Intelligence Unit flags billions of dollars in money laundering activities, and internationally the U.S. begins to deport migrants, many of them Haitian. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has been identified as a primary contact for an individual who tested positive for COVID-19. As required by the existing health protocols, the Prime Minister has been isolated and tested. The test result is negative, but Dr. Rowley is required to remain in isolation until a further test is conducted this week. In other news, Government Senator Randall Mitchell says the opposition is using the Revenue Authority Bill 2020 to continue to misinform the population and spread propaganda. Mitchell was speaking during Friday's debate on the bill and said the bill's purpose is aimed at improving the standard of living. He said the opposition, however, would have the population believe otherwise. Meanwhile, the opposition says they stand with the business community, which has raised a number of concerns about the bill. Opposition Senator Damian Lyda said none of the concerns were addressed in the bill and the opposition will not blindly support it. The Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority Bill 2021 seeks to introduce the establishment of the Enforcement Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority. In more news, an estimated $55 billion in suspected money laundering transactions were flagged by the Financial Intelligence Unit of Trinidad and Tobago. Acting Director of the FIU, Nigel Suddard, suggested the money may have been used to fund illegal activities. During the second annual Virtual Compliance Officers Conference hosted by the Credit Union League of Trinidad and Tobago, National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines listed a few of the organization government has partnered with to prevent such activities. Minister Hines said the government also developed legislation to deal with these, which include the Proceeds of Crime Act Chapter 1127 and the Financial Intelligence Unit regulations. Internationally, the U.S. on Sunday began flying migrants back to Haiti and other countries as President Biden struggles to manage an immigration system already buckling under record migration. The Biden administration announced on Saturday that it would swiftly begin deporting Haitians who have gathered in the thousands at the southern border in the past week after illegally entering the United States as it struggled to manage an escalating crisis. And that was the 12 12 o'clock news on The Street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, the Prime Minister remains in isolation after being in contact with a COVID-19 positive person. The Senate debates the Revenue Authority Bill 2021. The Financial Intelligence Unit flags billions of dollars in money laundering activities, and internationally, the U.S. begins to deport migrants, many of them Haitians. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. The 5 Minutes Playway segment comes up at 12:15.
News from the street. 919fm.com.